firework, turning pennies to gold. DFS stacks, let the storyline unfold. Bad beats hit, but the fools don't bend. Prop slips live, ride it out to the end. Trade court open, bring your lopsided plea. We'll bang the gavel on your fantasy fraud spree. We'll ruin Sunday, we'll read the eulogy, then bury that pick in Foolz mythology. Fantasy fools riding high on the line. Cash on the spread and the W's mine. From draft day nerds to Sunday insanity. Fantasy fools, where insanity meets fantasy. Chart the targets, chase that pace. Match up edges all over the place. Bankroll calm even when it looks wild. Fools make order from chaos styled. Start or sit, yeah, swipe that call. Flex spot flames or a waterfall. Laughter losses, double down with class. Fools turn Sunday painting to gas. Fools, fools, fantasy fools. Fools see fools. 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 Crowd style.
What's going on, Mike?
What is going on?
I kind of never want to end this song.
Right? Let it ride.
Who else got their own song, bro?
Lots of people, but ours is the best.
I don't know anybody else that got their own song. I'm absolutely positive ours is the best. And if anybody else is doing it, they copied off us. What's that?
100% ours is the best.
Yeah, they copied off us. Man, so it's another week. We're here Wednesday night, and this is our real show, our main show, right?
Yeah.
But we also have a side show, don't
Every
we?
Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night. What is that show about,
It's very
Mike? Let 'em
important
know.
Tuesday nights for everybody watching the show, everybody tuning in. So Tuesday night, we like to come in on the waiver and talk about the waiver wire, all the pickups, who's on bye, who's injured, who you need to replace. Because Tuesday night's an important night for fantasy football. Because when you wake up on Wednesday, your waiver wires have gone through. So you need to know by Tuesday night who to get, what to do, and then you can focus on setting your lineups after that.
Yeah, no, definitely. So we won't really get into everything because we'll probably cover most of that again tonight. And I'm assuming one of them bad babies came around you, Mike. All right. Funny story. I know we don't like to get personal too much, and we'd like to keep it football, but I had kids early. Mike had kids late, and it never failed when Mike was around and my kids around. He'd always call them badass babies, them badass babies, and badass babies. Like, bro, you don't have kids yet. Wait till you have kids. Now Mike has his badass babies.
They're angels. How dare you?
Every parent thinks their kids are angels, bro. Every parent thinks their kids are angels. So we'll get back into what we talked about last night. But I do want to talk about something that we launched last night. I actually got some pretty good reviews on it. Did you talk to anybody about what we launched last night?
I haven't been able to talk to anybody yet. I was going to, just haven't done it yet.
Yeah. So for those of you out there that didn't catch last night or catch any of the shorts we put up, we launched Fantasy Tinder last night. And Mike was swiping right like a mother, boy. Man crushing all over the place. I don't have anything here from that last night, but if you want to see it, tune in next Tuesday. I think we're going to be doing a little bit of Fantasy Tinder every week. It gets Mike excited.
Definitely check it out. Like, you can check out last night's too. Go on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I had a lot of fun doing that. I think that's going to be a really fun segment to do.
Man, I was supposed to be in bed like right after the show, and I told you, I said, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. No. I threw them clips in, and it shot out so many things, and I was just so damn excited that I couldn't wait to post
that was a ton of fun. I really did enjoy that.
I know you know because I was sending out texts everywhere.
Like, I didn't see him until I woke up.
Yeah. And you still didn't respond.
I'm getting to it.
What's her name? All right. So let's I guess not quickly, but let's talk about last weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Specifically Saturday.
You ready to get into that? Are you sure you're ready?
I think it's the time. I think we got to discuss it.
Let me get my thinking cap on here.
Did you just plan that out for me? Oh, I'm gonna switch into my Canes hat when he starts talking about
here, son. Yes, sir.
Lord. Damn.
Let's do a little Maury Povich here. You said Miami was going to go into Doak, and they ain't never been into a stadium like that.
Agreed. I still agree with that.
Determined, that was a lie. You said Florida State's offensive line is in the top 5. Miami's is not. Saturday determined.
That's true.
That was a lie. You guys got manhandled on every level. It should have been a bigger deficit as far as score than what it was. Yeah, I mean, and I chalk it up to a rivalry game. You know, no matter what, Miami, Florida State's always going to be a good game to watch, no matter how good or how terrible they are. We had you guys whooped on it in every aspect of the game. And then at the end, come fourth quarter, I mean, it was 28-3 going into the fourth quarter. And you had mounted a quasi comeback and made it respectable at least. I say that Mario Cristobal is everything you want in a Miami Hurricane coach, right? He's from the U. He's tough. He's building the trenches. The one thing that I would say about Mario is he gets conservative towards the end. There was one series where it was 3 straight runs up the middle, and you could tell he's not doing anything but trying to run the clock down. And for me, I'm just sitting here in my little office, like I don't know ball like Mario does. But with a team like Florida State or any team, you want to keep going. You want to try to put more points on the board. I don't think you really want to get conservative. And he tends to do that. And FSU did try to mount a little comeback, had me clinching a little bit at the end, but all in all, it was a total ass whooping is what it was.
All right. Well, I didn't say anything, right? I took it. Listen, and for everybody out there, I talked my shit. Pretty sure I talked shit that day.
You definitely did.
We won't talk about it. But all right, so let me go ahead and say congratulations. You are the better team, not just Saturday. I think I can clearly see that you are the better team this year overall.
All trash talking aside, Miami was supposed to win that game. They were just a better team, like you said. And it doesn't always play out that way, but it did in this case. So I think Miami might be the top team in the nation.
I'm going to go ahead and say I think Miami is number 1 team in the nation right now, and this is coming from Noel. That was a big piece of humble pie that we received on Saturday, and I'm going to tell you what happened. And I know this is for all of us out there, all you Noles fans. Look, we beat Alabama. You see the way they're playing right now. We shouldn't have beat Alabama. If we'd have played them last week or the week before or the week before that or even the week before that, we probably wouldn't have beat them. It was the first week of the season. I was almost saying NFL. And look, we got hyped up. We thought we were better than we were, and it took Virginia and Miami to put us in that spot, and they really did. This was like the first real game that I was able to pay attention as closely to Miami as I'd like, and they're way better than I anticipated. They're the best team in the country, and I think this might be their year. You never know. I mean, but I do think this is the best chance they've had in a long time. When's the last time you guys got a ring?
01?
Is that what that 01 was the last time?
I believe it was 01. I mean,
you didn't get another one after that?
God. Let me look. Let me double check.
So you know what? You deserve it since you sucked for so long.
We went through a rough patch. We did. I mean? After we had the greatest team in NCAA history, we went through a spell. We had it was rough. We had penalties on the team where we couldn't even do bowl games, and we lost recruits, and it was a rough spell. It really was. And every coach we've gotten before Cristobal was like, this is the guy, right? Bringing the U back. Mario is legit the guy.
I've never was a fan, but like when he was first hired on, I mean, all the U loved it. You know, all the broadcasters in South Florida loved it. Like everybody thought it was a great move. I just didn't see it at the time, but it took a little bit of time, but it's coming into fruition.
He had a winning program at Oregon before he came over, right? And he said when he got to Miami, first of all, we all love it because he's a former Cane. You know what I mean? And right. He said when he got here, it's going to take some time. I need to get my people in here, the players that I want. I need to build my team. And he's finally done it. And listen, we probably have the best player in the NCAA right now, Ruben Bain. The guy is just an absolute monster. He was in your guys' backfield more than your running backs were. All right. We got probably the best freshman. All right. And Tony, he is just blazing fast. Right. And another thing from that game that had me I was jumping for joy. I mean, the neighbors might have called 911 because I was screaming so loud. If anybody knows me, and you know this, my all-time favorite football play is the flea flicker. And they executed it perfectly. It was a thing of beauty. It was all around, it was a good win by Miami. And I really wish Florida State would have beat Virginia because it would have been that much better. Yep. Better for both teams, really. I mean, you want to come into Miami undefeated, right? Yeah. Always. So, I mean, I don't want to take too much time. I could talk about it all day. And I don't want to take too much time of our show talking about college. We are the fantasy fools, but we love football in general. But yeah, I'm very happy. We got a bye week this week, and then we got, I think, Louisville. We should handle that pretty easily.
I think you guys could handle Ohio State right now. I think I'm pretty confident.
I think we're better than Ohio State. I really do.
Oh, for sure. I'm with that. So listen, I know you could talk about this all night, but I can't let you. I did respectfully allow you to get your few minutes in of bashing us. But since you have been bashing us, we went from like 1,000 viewers to 5. Okay. You know, so I don't think anybody cares about that hurricane.
The great thing about the Hurricanes, and I'll leave it at this. When the Hurricanes are good, it is good for college football because Miami has a quasi-small fan base, right? But compared to some of the other, like some of the big SEC schools and things like that. Yeah.
Right, okay.
But I believe Miami has the most haters everywhere out of every team. You know, I think a lot of people will watch Miami just to hate watch to see if they lose.
All right, I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion, and I think it's just because you're a fan. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of fans feel the same way in their respective cities. You know what I mean? But I know you feel the hate a little bit. But last thing, you are the state champion of Florida. Congratulations. I have no problem giving you the respect you deserve. And I hope you carry the state of Florida to where it should be this year, right? So we'll leave it at that.
And on that note,
what?
There we go.
There we go. Seriously, thank you, because it's hard to look at you with all that shit on. On college, real quick before we skip over to the pros, NIL money. Do you think that is affecting college football and the entire product as a whole?
Huge way. Huge way.
Okay, what's your reason?
Teams now can get players that maybe they couldn't get before simply because of money. You know, some of these smaller schools, if they have the money, and if the NIL money is there, better players are more inclined to go to those schools for the money, right? There's still going to be star players in a smaller school. And I think what it's supposed to do is maybe even the playing fields a little bit and let some of these smaller schools get some of the bigger talent. I mean, you're still going to have the big schools getting majority. Like,
Right.
Miami's put out a lot in NIL. I'm sure Alabama and all the SEC schools, Florida State, I'm sure. I mean, Florida State went from a 2-win team to looking pretty good this year. And I'm pretty sure it's mostly from the NIL, right?
4 of our starters on offense on our offensive
right.
line.
You're going out and grabbing these guys out of the portal that you really like, and coaches are able to grab people that fits their scheme more, and then they're able to get paid, at these schools. So, I think eventually there's going to be rule changes to the NIL because these kids are making so much money right now. It's ridiculous. Like they have no reason to leave early to go to the NFL because these star players are making in the millions in college right now. So,
right. Just an example, our quarterback last year in Tallahassee, Ugalele, whatever his name is. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to really figure out how to pronounce his name right because he sucks so bad. But then you go and see he's got a beautiful house in Tallahassee. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like where did that come from, bro?
It's that money.
All right, so you got TV deals, right? You have the NCAA distribution, which is about $1.5 billion annually to the schools. So many other streams of revenue. I hate, and
it makes the college game more like free agency. It really does.
Well, think about this. There's a coach at a small time school, small time program. You're watching his team, and he's got a star. And this is actually a real scenario. I'm just painting it a different picture. Okay. And you tell the coach, hey, man, that guy is talented. We need to build around him. And the coach can look you directly in your eyes and say, it doesn't matter because he'll be taken away before next year from the school.
I will.
You can't build around it.
I will say it changes. Like you and I growing up followed the same school. You Florida State, me Miami, and we saw these kids come in and stay for 3 years. Now you're getting these kids for a year and they're moving on. And you're pulling in another kid to replace them, and just like Cam Ward, we pulled him in for a year, gets drafted, we pull him back. You know what I mean? And it's hard for the fan base to get behind somebody because you haven't watched them grow in the system. I mean, I still think it's fun though. Me personally, I'm happy. I mean, Cam Ward left. What are we gonna do? Oh, we bring him back. Wow, Beck looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't like it. I truly think that the nil money should go away. And what I think that they should really do with that money is put it into some sort of investment fund for all the college kids that get hurt and they can't go to the next stage in life where they're supposed to be paid. I'm not saying make these kids rich, but some sort of insurance plan where they can at least get a small check once a month for the rest of their life or whatever it is. You know what I mean? There's just so many other fair ways to distribute that money because it makes the whole game unfair. And then constantly year after year, we're going to have these same big schools in the top 10, top 25, and there's no hope for the little guy. I really think it's kind of ruining the way football is right now. I mean, obviously it's exciting. We like big schools and we benefit off of it, but I'd rather take care of these players long-term, with money rather than just paying them to be on the team.
I see your point, but I also see these kids are also going to college for free. That's a leg up on a lot, right? Like your average Joe, me or you, we have to pay. I mean, how much are your daughters paying to go to college? And well, yeah, I mean, your kids are geniuses, though. That's a little bit okay. But you see what I'm saying? Like people have to pay that tuition, and these kids are getting it for free. Even if you're not going into the next level, if you're not going pro, you're getting a college education, which is gonna, it's supposed to give you a step up for when you get out.
But I got to be honest, I don't even believe in college.
A lot of people don't. I mean? Trade school all day,
I think trade school all day, baby. And the only reason I say that now, and actually, I hate to get off topic, but my son's 16, and I'm telling him, I'm like, go to trade school.
I'm all about trade school. You don't have to go to college.
And the only reason is I think most jobs are going to be taken over by AI in the next 20 years anyways. So whatever you're going to school for is going to be irrelevant. You know, I think the next wave of millionaires is going to come from trades because AI is going to do everything else for us. But anyways, all right, let's get off that. We're supposed to talk about pro football,
yeah.
bro.
We went a little long-winded there, but that's okay. And, I mean, this was coming. You knew it was coming, so it was a big win.
Okay, so getting into football, you want to make some sort of announcement, some congratulations to a team this week before we get into it. What do you have to congratulate someone on?
Before we even get into anything, I just want to say, 1972 Dolphins, get your champagne. Whoever's left, get your champagne out, pop your bottles. Still the only undefeated team in NFL history.
Hold on, Mike. Can you do that before you get in? Say it again.
Pop the bottles.
No, but it's the bottles of excitement, bottles of energy. It's exactly what I'm doing.
Perfect.
All right, so what
population 1 still.
Mike, one person
lives in this village of Perfectville. Will that ever change?
How long
do you think?
Hell no.
I don't think so either.
And I'll tell you why it's not going to change. It's not going to change because they took away the off-season, regiment, and it's become a powder puff league. And then now, look at all the craziness in the NFL.
Crazy.
Teams are winning that shouldn't be winning, against teams that shouldn't be losing. It's a poop show out there, really. It's crazy. But so congratulations to the Dolphins, right? You said 1972 world champs, perfect season, undefeated. Who coached that team?
To me, he is still the greatest coach of all time, Don Shula. All right. Some people might argue it.
What makes him the greatest coach of all time?
So you got the perfect season, right? Only coach to ever do it. He is the winningest coach in NFL history.
Okay, so now I'm on two.
The only thing you can argue is he doesn't have the most Super Bowls. And I get it, but I don't recall if Shula ever had a losing record with Miami. Winningest coach ever. Do you know how big that is?
Yeah, I think he did have a losing record. Maybe that was with the Colts, though.
He was with the Colts. There might have been some 500 there. I have to look. Yeah,
we'll look. We'll get back on that. So congrats. Oh, okay. No, shit. Where am I going? Okay, so you give me 2 reasons.
Yeah, I think 2 is enough. I think that solidifies him.
Okay, so now if I'm going to tell you, I need 2 reasons why Belichick is the greatest coach ever. Give me 2 reasons.
Well, you could say he's second in wins. And if he would have stayed in the NFL, he probably would have overtaken Shula, right?
Well, wait a minute, though. Let me stop you there for a second. If he would have stayed, why didn't he stay?
I will be honest with you. I don't think he has it anymore. So
did he get fired?
No, I don't remember. Did he get fired or did he walk away? So I think what happened was they were going to take away so Belichick pretty much ran the team. He was the GM, the coach. And I think they were going to say, you're just coaching now. We're going to bring in somebody to do personnel. And he was not about that. And I think and that's the reason why they parted.
Okay.
I will be honest with you, since Brady left, what has he done? Honestly, if you want my honest opinion, and it sounds like I'm bashing Belichick because I'm a Patriots basher, but it is what it is.
Go ahead.
But before Brady, trash. He had Brady, excellent. After Brady, trash again. Brady left and won a Super Bowl, and Belichick was stuck with trash.
And bro, we hate Brady. We hate giving Brady this credit. That handsome mother.
Hate giving him credit. Once he left the Patriots, I hated him a little less. It was more of I don't care. Right. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. He's doing his thing in Tampa, big deal. But as a Patriot, hated Brady.
Well, let's look at what's really real. Brady can leave a team and go win a Super Bowl. Belichick, I mean, he's in college
They're doing terrible.
and doing terrible.
I understand you have to have time to build your team. Like I said before, like with the Canes, it's his first year. He's got to have time to build if he sticks around. But I don't know. I don't see it.
He's got like a half a foot in the grave, dude. How much time? He ain't building nothing over there, man. This is a quick money grab, I think. For him and his 24, 25-year-old daughter. I mean girlfriend. Or I should have said granddaughter, right? But anyways, yeah, man. And then also, okay, so give me this. Give me one reason Don Shula shouldn't be considered the best coach in the NFL.
Not enough Super Bowls.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fair enough. Give me one reason why Belichick should not be considered the best coach in the NFL ever.
Several allegations of cheating. Not only allegations, but proven. Yeah.
Okay.
When this came out, Don Shula himself came out and said, I didn't have to cheat to win.
Dang.
Oh.
Dang. That's a dope line. It really is. It really is. For sure. So Dolphins were great. We just celebrated Perfectville. Now you got on Shula and coaching. I agree. He is the best coach ever. And it's not just because I'm a Dolphin fan, but when you really lay it out all on the line and talk about your successes and your losses, not numerically, just, overall, if you're a cheater, I think you're kind of withdrawn from the entire conversation to begin with. And it wasn't just once, you know what I mean? So look, maybe everybody in the NFL is cheating.
Very well,
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
They're trying to it somehow, right? But look, I mean, you got caught twice. So it is what it is. I'm with you. Don Shula, greatest coach ever. Miss you, boy. So really quickly though, okay, so we were there. Greatness back then. And now we're here, right? So we do a little segment called Fantasy Funerals every week. And usually we bring you a player who is just done from injury, done from poor performance, done just because they freaking suck. We had to give it to a team this week. All right. And that team is near and dear to our hearts. And here's our Fantasy Funeral segment for the week.
that last little bit.
Well, okay, if you guys haven't seen a Fantasy Funeral yet, I usually have Mike at the end of a Fantasy Funeral crying over the player who we put to rest. So, Mike, why are we laying the Dolphins to bed this week?
They're terrible in all aspects of the game. They're poorly coached. Their offensive line is trash. Their defensive line, who is supposed to be the strong point of this team, is trash. They never went out and got any cornerback help because they said their defensive line is so good, quarterbacks are going to have time to throw. Trash. It needs to be blown up. Tua has started out rough. He's played okay in the past couple games. It's just Mike McDaniel's not the dude that we thought he was, right? Chris Greer is terrible. How this dude keeps getting a pass from Ross is beyond me.
He must be laying it down.
He's got some kind of blackmail, something. I don't know what is going on there, but the fact that he's kept him around is just baffling to me. Our two picks from this past draft are the absolute worst at their position this year so far. It's just been all around bad football. You're playing another terrible team in Carolina. You're up 17-0, and you're like, okay, here's the Miami Dolphins we know. They're going to go ahead and beat up on a lesser team. This is the same thing that happened last year. Can't beat a good team, beat up on a lesser team. We're up 17-0. Didn't score another point. Lost. And it was just abysmal. It was terrible. I can't even. Let me get out my thesaurus and find some more words because it was that bad.
I didn't even know you knew the word thesaurus.
You still have those? I mean, I'm showing my age a little bit.
Yeah, but you must be mad, bro.
Like, I can't tell you, like, I was on such a high Saturday, such a low Sunday. Like, by the time the Dolphin game was over, I didn't even want to watch football anymore for the rest of the day.
No, I hear you, man. It was I'm ready to boycott the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Like I'm done watching them.
I will tell you, I'm not to the point where I'll stop watching. I will tell you, my wife has been asking me about birthday presents. I have a birthday in December. What do you want? Some ideas. What about that new jersey? I said, do not give me nothing Miami Dolphins. I said, you want to give me some football stuff? Give me some Canes gear. Because she asked me, like who now? Like what jersey? I don't understand what, Tyreek's gone. He's probably not going to play. Waddle I already have. I said H-N maybe. I mean,
I see it, but it's almost like you never. When's he going to be gone? Right. Oh man, it just sucks. Look, I am begging you, Stephen Ross, get rid of McDaniels, bro. Get rid of Greer. They just can't do it. And I'm gonna say it again. If you can't get rid of them because they have blackmail, whatever it is on
pay
you,
them off.
You could, you a rich dude. Pay them off.
Listen,
or sell the team.
You put something on there that I thought was interesting on the funeral, and we were chasing the ghost of Marino, right? If you think about it, the best quarterback that we've had since Dan Marino has been Jay Fiedler.
I knew you was going to say that. Bro, you've had a man crush on this dude forever. I don't know what he has on you.
Since Dan Marino.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Chad Pennington.
We had Chad Pennington for a year.
The best.
You know what? I'm giving it to Jay. It's Jay Fiedler.
You know what I didn't put on there though that I wanted to is the one in 15 season. I really wanted to put that on there because that's just something that kind of just lets you like how bad we have sucked for such a long time. The worst playoff drought in the NFL right now, bro. We had 2000 since the last time we won a playoff game. I was 18, no, 19. Something like that.
Yeah. It was
it's crazy.
I was fresh into the Army, so I was 19 or 20.
See, so Sammy, my question right now to you, Stephen Ross, is: will I see a Dolphins Super Bowl before I die?
I mean, we're in our 40s, bro. We're in our mid 40s. Before you die, I mean, we're talking a long time here, and you and I have been going to Dolphin games since we were tights. You know what I mean? Since we were little. Yeah. And we have yet to see a Super Bowl victory. It's not fair. You know what? Why has it happened to our franchise? You know what I mean? It's so bad that I often question. Like, I even told my dad, I was like, Dad, why did you bring me up in this?
Yeah. Misery loves company.
There it is.
But let's be grateful, though. We've seen some playoff games in person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we might have been young, we might have been kids, but we lived that, and I think that's what got us sold. You know, I mean, hooked as much as we were. But let's get into football, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk Dolphins. I can talk Dolphins all day on how terrible, how good we used to be, and that 1-15 season. Shout out Greg Camarillo. Saved our season against the Ravens, right?
Against Baltimore. Yeah. So top scoring teams in the NFL. And the reason why I want to bring this up is because There's so many injuries, so many shitty teams that sometimes you might have a great player and he's on a bad team and it doesn't amount to anything. Or sometimes there's, subpar or second string type of players on a really good scoring team that will still put up points because they're on that team. So top scoring teams in the NFL right now, we have Lions, Colts, Bills, and Dallas. Who can benefit off of this that's not, say, Pickens or one of the top guys, for the Lions, the Colts? Are there other players that can benefit from these numbers, the high scores that they put up?
Yeah, so Dallas, you have Dallas.
I think Ferguson
for sure. All right, has been doing pretty well. Javonte Williams, and
yes,
to my wife, who is probably listening right now, when she asked me, should I draft Javonte Williams, I said, I'm not big on him this year. I'm sorry.
Sorry, bro.
But he's 447, 5 touchdowns. Your high scoring teams are going to produce numbers. Dak Prescott's 1,300, 10 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, which is pretty big.
Surprising for this. For sure.
Typically, and this is what I told Samantha, because she was looking at him as well. I said, if you're going to wait later for a quarterback, Dak Prescott is usually there, and he puts up decent numbers. And he had kind of a rocky start fantasy-wise, but he's been putting up some pretty good numbers here lately. So you got Pickens, who's balling out, of course, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Pickens, he's got 357, 5 touchdowns.
Well, he's lucky. He's a benefactor.
Right.
Of the CD,
so CD Lamb
sure.
going down helped him a lot. Is CD Lamb coming back? I haven't even looked.
I haven't looked, but I do want to say that I did say Dallas would have one of the best offenses this year. That's why I took Prescott earlier than most people would, and it looks like that's paying off.
I like that this year. I like Pickens, and now I like Javonte Williams.
Yeah, now, not before. Sorry, Sam. So, all right, but let's go on. Let's go in the reverse right here for a second. Let's just say you're one of the low-scoring teams: Browns, Titans, Falcons, and Raiders. Yeah. Who's being impacted? Who can do better?
Let's talk Browns a little bit. We got some big news coming out about the Browns. They got an upgrade, right, at quarterback. They traded for Flacco.
You mean you're talking about the Bengals?
Yeah. What did I say? Did I say Browns?
Yeah, you're talking about
the Browns traded Flacco to the Bengals. The Bengals got an upgrade. The Browns are just trash. Look, they're one of the bottom scoring teams, and now they're going to be starting a rookie quarterback, which isn't necessarily always bad. But other than the running back, the rookie running back, Jenkins, I don't.
He's got good. He's got good numbers.
Yeah. So other than him, like Njoku's coming around. He got 195 and a touchdown, 20 catches for a tight end. Okay. Wide receiver Jerry Judy's not producing. Nobody's really producing over there.
Not at all. Yeah. Not at all, man. It don't matter. Just stay away from Cleveland. Like that's just you're not picking up any players from Cleveland. Yes, and if they play the Dolphins, pick up a tight end and every other player. Just start them all. Start them all. Start them all. So, man. All right. So who else you got?
Let's stick with the lesser teams, with the lower scoring teams.
Yeah. I want the low scoring teams because I think it's a big thing. Like you more than just the players, you have to understand the teams and the trends. Are they scoring? Where they going? Because it doesn't matter if you have the best player in the league, but he didn't have a quarterback to throw it to him, or vice versa, or you don't have the best quarterback in the league, don't have an offensive line to freaking keep him upright enough to get the stats that he should be getting. So I think this is an important part of fantasy football that the people should know. So yeah,
tell them. So we got Tennessee. They're down there at the very bottom, right? They finally had their first win over Atlanta, who's also at the bottom.
Should we talk about that real
They
quick?
beat
Because
Atlanta? No, they beat
Arizona.
That's right.
Right, but let's talk about this because we had about 9 or 10 bets this weekend on the games, and we lost. What, we lost three of them? I
Was
think
it 4, 3? I think it was 3.
I think it was 3. Man, and the reason we lost that game is because of what, that fumble play, right?
What
was that?
Crazy play.
The interception.
So, interception.
What was that?
The guy who intercepted fumbles the ball. The ball gets kicked around, kicks into the end zone, and Lockett jumps on it to score a touchdown. How crazy was that?
You know, I wish I would have grabbed the video for the show, and I didn't, so I apologize on that. That's on me. But there was another play in that game that I think this is the play. Well, I don't know. Both of those plays are freaking crazy, right? But let me go ahead and throw this in up real quick. First, before it goes into this past week's play, it's going to go into a play from the week before where something similar happened. All right, I'm just going to play. Yeah, man, this one sucked because this play right here was so freaking phenomenal.
Right.
You watched it. This guy he should have been celebrating a crazy touchdown. But this one right here, this is the dumb ass of the day.
Unbelievable that happens in the NFL.
Who would do that? I mean, remember you used to spike the ball? Like you just want now you're just like, you can have it. I don't want it.
I don't believe it. I remember back, who was it? Deshaun Jackson? Way back. It was like the first person I've seen do that. And it's happened a couple times since. And I just don't understand how you're at that level and can be that boneheaded.
You would really think that when you get to that level, you would know the little things, the little things that got you there. Scoring the touchdown got you there. Not giving up the ball before you cross the end zone. As far as I'm concerned, he should be stripped of his pay for that week.
Did you see him and the coach got into a little altercation on the side? I guess the coach put hands on him and was yelling at him or whatever.
I heard he got
fined
fined
like $100,000. Had to come out and make an apology and everything. Let me tell you, the winningest coach in NFL history would have had hands on and in the face. It would not have paid $100,000 fine.
Should I pay $150 just to slap him in the face for that play? Slap him right in the mouth. Bet he don't do it. Bet he don't do it again.
So as far as Tennessee, getting back to Tennessee Titans, what a low scoring fantasy wise. You know how high I was on Calvin Ridley. It's just not there. I went from having a ton of shares, almost every league, to 0. Yeah. I would say Tony Pollard is doing okay, but you got Tajay Spears coming back, and that's probably going to dip into his carries. So Cam Ward's probably going to take some time to develop on the NFL level, and that's okay. I still think he's going to be phenomenal. As far as position players, though, there's nobody that I'm targeting, or there's nobody I'm glad I have that's on the Tennessee Titans. I don't have any shares of any of them.
I think it's pretty much safe to say Browns, Titans, definitely you don't want anybody from their team.
Not from those teams. Now, there's 2 more bottom feeders when it comes to points that does have some talent and will give you some points.
Right. That's why I didn't. Yeah, that's why I didn't include them in that.
So
comment.
I saved them for last. I'll go with Vegas first. All right. Okay. Trey Tucker is doing. He's doing all right. Wide receiver, right? One of our past videos, I said he was a pickup. If you're looking for wide receiver help, dude's got 4 touchdowns already. Yeah, right. He's got 286 yards. He's not setting the world on fire, but he's got 4 touchdowns. All right.
Doing a lot more than a lot of other people.
Yeah, so that's a serviceable guy that if you need to throw in a flex or whatever. Ashton Genty is a must start if you have him. Yeah, the dude's got 349, 2 touchdowns. He's also got 12 catches, 62 yards for another 2 touchdowns. So he's scoring. He's got 4 tutties. so far in the year. I mean, he had a couple weeks that were low for him, but every other week's been pretty good. Bowers, though.
What's up with
Bro, let me
Bowers?
tell you, Bowers, I'm in this new guillotine league where one team gets chopped at the end of every week. I'm still in it. Don't know how. Still in it. But Bowers was one of I think it was my second pick. Because you got to think, like, there's 18 teams drafting. So by the time I picked and it got back to me, it's slim pickings, and I'm looking for,
Of course.
you know, I'm trying to optimize the most points as I can, right?
You're looking for hope at
Yeah.
that
So
point.
I'm like, Brock Bowers, probably tight end 1 for the year. I'll go ahead and throw him in there. Trash. He's not been very good. 19 catches, 225 yards, 0 touchdowns.
But wait a minute. What team does he
Vegas.
play on? Oh, okay. So now let me. Obviously, I knew the answer to the question, but I just want to correlate it with something. Could his downfall this year? Not downfall. I mean, could it be because Geno Smith can't throw anything besides interceptions this year?
Geno's that guy. Like, he's gonna throw for some yards. He's gonna throw some tutties. He's also gonna throw a lot of picks.
He's got 9 interceptions. I can pretty much guess that he doesn't have 9 touchdowns.
I had it. I don't know. I was just looking at it, and I don't remember what he has.
Well, that's coming off the top of the head. That dude, that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, so tell me quickly about the Falcons.
6 touchdowns.
Yeah, see, there you go. I called it. Yeah, see this?
Much more than a pretty face, for sure. Yeah,
that's right.
So Falcons, again, low scoring. They're at the bottom, but there's talent there. Like, Bijan is one of the best running backs in the game, and he's on the Falcons. So 314 yards and a touchdown, but he's also got 18 catches, 270 and a touchdown. I mean, most leagues are PPR, right? PPR has pretty much become standard, so that's really big. Drake London's doing okay. He's got 24 catches, 269 and a touchdown.
Yeah, but that's not the numbers he's supposed to.
Right. It's not terrible. But it's not great either. Yeah, you're right.
So
Pitts is doing better than we all thought. All right. He's good for a pinch. Like, he's got 20 catches, like two plus and a touchdown. And you're talking, I think they already had their bye, so for them, you're talking that's in 4 weeks. So you got to take that into consideration too.
Right. No, there's a lot of things, different ways to look at it. All right, Mike, we're on the 5-minute mark here. We got another show coming up on the Bleacher Brothers Sports Network.
I got so much more to talk about, bro.
I know, but we're gonna cut it down real quick to what I think that we need to talk about real quickly. I want to know, are the Jaguars for real?
I mean, what a win, right? I think KC's still for real, even though their record's 2-3, and I think a win over KC is huge. Yeah, I'm going to say yes as of right now.
Okay. My opinion is I don't think KC is the real deal yet. Give them 2 more weeks. I think they'll be the real deal. But I don't as of right now. I'm not buying in yet. Congratulations to the Jags. I'm super happy for you. I will watch you every single chance I get, as well as with the Bucks, because y'all represent the great state.
Right. I've actually enjoyed watching both of those teams. I love Baker Mayfield right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I definitely that was the game I was watching. And we had the Bucks at plus 3.5, so that was a good game for us. All right. Damn, we didn't even get into bets, Mike. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the best additions that are possibly still out there for fantasy football today, going into this week based off matchups. Okay, quarterback. If Sam Darnold's out there, grab him. Running back, Michael Carter. All right, that's a no-brainer there. Wide receiver, Kendrick Bourne. He's in a great spot right now due to the injuries out west. Definitely get him if you can get him. My tight end that I'm going to take, Mike has a different one. I'm going to go with Mason Taylor. All right. I think he's been looking a lot better, and I think he's got a lot of room to improve. And truthfully, I hope to see it, even though he plays for the team he plays for. Mike has a different tight end.
I got two
Mike?
tight ends that you should be looking at. Taysom Hill. Everybody knows Taysom Hill, right? He's coming back. So he's the gadget guy. He's going to get you points in all different kinds of ways. How dare you?
I'm sorry, that was your tight end. I was pooping farting on him. Sorry.
Theo Johnson is another tight end to look at. He's putting up some pretty decent numbers now for the Giants, but not really. Somebody to watch, and somebody I think might get their first touchdown this week against the Dolphins is Rondé Gaston Jr.
Oh,
I would love it. You and I we love Rondé Gaston and his son, tight end for the Chargers now. I root for him heavily, and I'm hoping he gets his first touchdown against the Dolphins.
All right, we got a couple minutes. So me and Mike are going to start picking 5 games a week. We're going to measure them up, going week in, week out. We're going to keep a rolling tally. I'm going to give you my 5 games right now. And when it comes to sports betting in the books, look in our description. We didn't have time to hit them, but we're partnered with all the books. Sign up, get some free money, and play. My 5 picks this week: Ohio State and Illinois. Ohio State favored by 14.5. I think Illinois is a fake, I really do. I've watched them play a few times. I do not believe in them at all. Take Ohio State. Eagles at the Giants. Take Eagles -7. Okay. I like that one. Broncos at Jets. I'm going to take the Broncos -7. Seahawks at Jacksonville. Jacksonville -1. For the great state of Florida, I'm going with Jacksonville with -1. Detroit at the Chiefs. Detroit +2.5. I'm taking Detroit plus the 2.5. Mike, give me what you got.
So I'm going Pitt -5.5 over the Browns. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going Cowboys -3 over the Panthers. Panthers win, I think, is a fluke. I think Cowboys are a lot better. Chargers -4 over the Dolphins. I mean, at this point, I hate to do it, but whoever's playing the Dolphins, -4 I think is low. So I'm taking that all day. For college, Oregon -7.5 over Indiana. I like that one. And this one is my just because. I'm a big fan. You know me. If you want to get into the story later on why I'm such a big fan of this team, but I'm taking UTEP money line over Liberty.
What's that? The
UTEP two-step.
You're damn right. Listen, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. We'll have all your waiver wire pickups, everything that you'll need to know injury-wise, whatever it is to make all your moves before the waiver wire hits.
Very important. Can't hammer that in enough. Follow us. Watch us on Tuesday. We're going to give you some good info.
We always give you good info. Always good info. We had 9 games and we only lost 3 last week.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
All right. See you guys.
DFS stacks, let the storyline unfold. Bad beats hit, but the fools don't bend. Prop slips live, ride it out to the end. Trade court open, bring your lopsided plea. We'll bang the gavel on your fantasy fraud spree. We'll ruin Sunday, we'll read the